Charles Rainford, fresh out of a car, first qualifying session of the year. We've got a mixed interview today. First of all, we've got to talk about what's just happened, but a little bit of a chat to get to know you for some new fans as well. But first of all, how are you?
Yeah, loving it, thank you. It was certainly an interesting session. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a different thing doing the kind of structured qualifying, 10-minute shootout, try and get through to the next round. So yeah, managed to get through to Q2 and definitely can't complain with that.
Yeah, you must be pleased. It was quite a busy session, but quite quick fire, isn't it? Like you say, the slightly different qualifying, almost F1 or IndyCar-esque, isn't it? But quite unique.
Yeah, definitly very unique. I think it makes it more exciting as well. After the first run, I kind of then asking your engineer what you think the lap time would be to get through, and you're trying to aim for that really. And then yeah, Q2, just I think the track changed slightly, so ended up back in P12. But you know, as my first qualifying session, I'll take that.
Good stuff. Well, obviously it's your first season in the BTCC, so for fans to get to know you a little bit, run us through your career to date, because you've had quite a unique racing career. It's not sort of been the typical sort of Ginetta Juniors to going up the Ginetta ladder. It's been quite a mixed bag actually, isn't it? Quite unique.
Yeah, totally. So I started off with Historics back in 2015. So racing for 10 years now. Yeah, raced a few historics. It's not real like championships in historic racing. It's kind of more, do a race here and there. So did that for a good few years and started racing with some of our customers because we build and restore classic race cars as a family business. So yeah, worked my way up through and then decided to take the big step to Porsche Carrera Cup GB in 2021 really. Since then, went through the Porsche ladder, starting off in Pro-Am with the 991 Gen 2, then moved up to 992, stayed in Pro-Am, won the Pro-Am Championship, 23 changed to Pro, and then yeah, had a title fight for the overall championship last season. So it's been massive progression throughout my career. I've been racing for 10 years, but I think it started properly with Carrera Cup GB. So it's all moved on really, really quickly. I've still got a lot to learn. I'm definitely not as experienced as some of the guys on the grid. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving the journey, and that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah, for sure. You've certainly done a lot over the years. So for fans to get a bit more of an understanding about yourself, I've got some very unique questions. A bit of what do you like? So first of all, where's your favourite holiday destination?
Holiday, gosh, haven't had one of those for a while. You know what? I'm very much into history. I love Italy as a place, and obviously the history of it. My last holiday was, how long did we do? A week doing Pompeii and all that, and learning about the Vesuvius volcano. Very, very interesting. So I love all that. So yeah, I'd probably say it is probably my favourite destination. I had a really good holiday in Mexico where we learned all about cenotes, which are these giant sinkholes with fresh water and wildlife in them, and that's also really interesting. But my next holiday destination probably be next year now. I want to go to Peru and do the whole lot of things over there. So especially like Rainbow Mountain and all these different things. So yeah, be cool.
Good answers. Back to racing. What's your favourite track?
Favourite track? Oh gosh, I was very lucky to race at Le Mans in 2021 in the Porsche Sprint Challenge France. It was called. Supported 24-hour, so full 24-hour circuit. But I'd say that's my favourite circuit in Europe. Favourite circuit in the UK is Brands Hatch.
Good choice. Favourite road car?
Oh gosh, that's tricky. I'm quite into my JDM stuff, I must say. I've got a Nissan 350Z, love that car. So yeah, why not? Nissan 350Z.
Favourite race car?
Favourite race car? Oh gosh, you know what? I've never had a go in one, but I would love to have a go in a Lola T70. I just think that looks so cool.
Second driver to miss the opportunity to say your own touring car there. But do you have a go-to meal deal in like a supermarket?
Oh gosh, yes. Normally a wrap. Yeah, I'd say Southern fried chicken wrap. I'm also massively into boiled eggs recently, so boiled eggs and then a flavoured water probably of some kind.
What's the best advice you've been given?
It's the best advice I've been given. Get off the brakes. I think that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. No, you know what? I'm very lucky where I do a lot of coaching. I get to meet a lot of very successful businessmen, and understanding the business side and how this industry works in terms of business has been invaluable. So, yeah, that.
Good stuff. What sort of music do you like?
Gosh, well, I'm massively into house music. I enjoy that. I do actually listen to every type of music, apart from death metal. Sorry, death metal lovers. I just can't get into that side, but I love like classic rock, I love indie, I love house, I like dubstep. It depends what it is. But yeah, massive music fan. I also played the guitar for many years, so I enjoy playing music as well.
Very nice variety there. Do you have any party tricks?
Yes, so as people may have seen on the BTCC social media, I was actually a professional ballroom dancer for a while. So yeah, occasionally the dance moves come back out.
Do you think at some point later in the season you could teach me some moves?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Well, my brother actually does teach, so that could be quite fun for you.
Um, what's your favourite drink?
Gosh, I don't actually really drink alcohol. When I do, it's always a prosecco, like a bubbly wine. I love that. Reminds me of winning races as well, which is nice. But normally in the evening, I'll have like, to be fair, I really like the Aqua Libra sparkling water stuff. That's lovely.
Favourite racing memory?
Oh. To be fair, the whole season last year was amazing. Doing it with my family, friends, we were such a close-knit team at CCK. But winning, so when I did the support race at Le Mans 24 Hour, I actually won that race. So that's got to be the one. It's incredible.
What's your favourite day of the week?
That's a really good question. Normally, so Mondays I normally have off, but I'm knackered, so we can't say that one. Like a Wednesday, Thursday, quite like those. There's normally some kind of racing going on the weekend as well, and like I get to race lots of different things. So Wednesday, Thursday is quite good because normally there's a bit of coaching. We're starting to get towards race weekend of whatever it is. So yeah, I'd say probably something like that.
Do you have a favourite movie?
I do. Talladega Nights.
Oh, very nice, very nice. What do you eat on a race day?
To be fair, so I'm very strict with my diet before a race event, but on a race day I kind of eat whatever I want. I get very nervous, so anything that I want to eat I just normally do. But generally it's all healthy stuff. I don't run very well on greasy food.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you have any hobbies away from motorsport?
Right now, it's bad to say, but no. I absolutely love running. That was a really big part of my life last year. Did a couple of half marathons and loved all that. Still obviously into my ballroom dancing, but don't do it as much as I want to. Yeah, sim racing probably at the moment. That's where I spend most of my time.
With that, how do you switch off?
Because this isn't a job, it's what I love, it's what I'm passionate about. So what I switch off in the evening, maybe getting on playing some computer games with my friends. I like video games, I love it. So maybe a bit of Rocket League or a bit of FIFA with some friends, and that's great fun.
When's your birthday?
20th of July, 1998.
You're about 11 days before me. Not the year. But who was your inspiration growing up?
It's be cringy now, my dad really. He's started from nothing and built a fantastic company. So
very nice. Right, we're going to go for a bit of a quick fire round now. A bit of this or that. Morning or evening?
Oh, morning.
Porsche or Mini?
Porsche.
Text or phone call?
Ooh. Text.
Theme park or museum?
Oh, museum.
Left-hand drive or right-hand drive?
Racing left-hand drive.
Front or rear-wheel drive?
Oh, rear-wheel drive. Definitely rear-wheel drive.
So that one for you is probably quite easy. Brands Hatch or Silverstone?
Ooh, yeah, Brands Hatch is local.
Train or plane?
Oh, plane. You're going somewhere fun if you're jumping on a plane.
I guess it's going to be an obvious one. Board game or computer games?
Oh, that's the hardest one. I also love board games. Depends on the setting. If you're just chilling out, I get too competitive on board games. Even if you're playing chess or you're playing there was a game we were playing a little while ago where it's like Game of Frustration or something. If you know that one, the little men go round, or the characters go round, and then you throw the dice in the middle. That is so frustrating.
As a kid, I had massive tantrums playing Frustration. I had Cars. Remember Mater from Cars? I had him, but Frustration, right? Have you? I was going to say with that. This is off topic. It's not a question. What's your favourite board game now? Because yeah.
Oh gosh. You know what? I love a game of chess. If you're playing a game of chess, trying to play it casually, mostly with my girlfriend because we get very competitive with it. But just chilling out, having a chat, cup of coffee, cup of tea, and just nice fun. We actually have a quartz chessboard on our dining room table, and the plan is over the winter, when I'm actually there and she's there as well, because she works for Formula E. But the plan is that every day we make one move when you come down in the morning, and then that's it. You can't touch it again. So that's quite a nice little fun thing.
Just off topic, have you heard of there's this board game called Ticket to Ride? Have you heard of that?
I have not. No.
Right, when you have 5 minutes, which will probably be October now, Google Ticket to Ride, right? It'll change your life. It's a very good board game. Okay. Right, if you thought that was off topic, this is where the nonsense starts. So, if you could have a dinner party with any 6 people, alive, dead, famous, whoever, who would you invite?
That's interesting. I would invite all racing drivers, probably, I would imagine. So Derek Bell, because he's amazing. I would invite Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris, because they look like cool characters. I would invite, I think, that's very interesting. Who else? I'd invite my dad, because he'll hold the conversation while I think of something else, while I'm starstruck because my heroes are all around me. I would invite Elvis Presley. I think he's probably got some cool stories. And I reckon Sir Jackie Stewart. I think that'd be a good little laugh.
Yeah, that sounds good. Right, you're going to need your imagination here. Imagine, right, you've got a magical lunchbox. Would you rather it feeds you the same sandwich, crisps, and apple every day, or it feeds you the favourite food of the person who is sitting next to you? So a bit of a risk. It could be something really good.
No, we definitely were taking the risk. That would be so fun, because you could open it and go, so what's this then?
Judge them. Be like, what's going on here? Really embarrass them. Okay.
Great banter statement there. So yeah, definitely that.
Okay. And just to finish, if you thought that was nonsense, this question's been circling a few of us recently. Would you rather have ice cream cones for hands or have pies for feet?
Ice cream cones for hands or pies for feet? I think I prefer to have pies for feet, because I could probably find a way of cooking the pie for longer, or putting something in the pie foot so I could still drive a racing car.
Oh, we've had two answers for pie so far, so I'll keep you posted. Right, just to finish off, a bit of word association to round off the interview, I reckon. Goodwood.
Goodwood. Oh, I love Goodwood. Yeah, it's one of my local circuits. I'm, again, just like Brands Hatch, one of the on-site instructors. Scary place sometimes from the passenger seat, especially in modern machinery. There's some, obviously, if you're jumping in, Goodwood has a different kind of customer for a track day. Instead of your more race cars, like Honda Civics, Caterham, stuff like that, you're in people's road cars, and because a certain gentleman does go to Goodwood, you're always in a McLaren or a Ferrari or like a Porsche GT3, and you're going so horrifically fast. But the atmosphere there is incredible. The site is very historical. Obviously, I'm massive into my history, so I love the place. I think it's amazing, and driving it is like nothing else. I think it'd be a bit of carnage if we took the BTCC there, and it would probably wreck the grass. But I'd like to drive. I drove a Porsche Cup car around there a few weeks ago, and it is cool, really cool. Yeah.
Okay, when I say Aidan Moffat, what do you think? What comes into your head?
Oh, he's just such a legend. Him and I already have so many like in jokes together, and just like he needs to give me a certain look, and I just start laughing. He's an amazing guy.
BMW.
BMW's great. Yeah, we use them as school cars at Goodwood, or did do. We use them as school cars a lot of different places. Fantastic cars, fantastic weight distribution. Yeah, I'm loving it so far.
And to finish off, some of the BTCC for me.
Some of the BTCC, gosh, I think it's a very historical championship. We'll find out tomorrow, but it seems to be a bit of carnage. And as we were saying, as we were walking over here, I underestimated how good everyone is. Everyone on this grid is fantastically good as a racing driver.
Absolutely. Charles, very best of luck for tomorrow, and yeah, good to see you again.
No, thank you. Always a pleasure talking to you, mate. Keep up the good work. Everything you're doing is spot on. So
pies and ice cream cones, eh? All good.